Hi, friends. Prophets, miracles, and the prosperity gospel. The question often asked by many believers in private conversations is the present Pentecostal charismatic movement a blessing or a burden? I'm a Pentecostal Christian myself, and I'm speaking to us not out of malice or judgment, but a deep love and caution to my fellow Christians, especially in the global south, and the millions of youth on the continent of Africa. The Pew Research Centre says that Sub-Saharan Africa is home to 44% of all Pentecostal Christians across the globe. This introspection we're making here is an act that requires serious balance without throwing the baby out with the bathwater. With all these problems, what is also true about the church in Africa, unlike the West, is that it is full of spiritual passion, has dedicated and sacrificial disciples, and it is a defender of biblical morality. More than 4,000 churches were closed down in 2024 in Rwanda for failing to comply with health and safety regulations, including not being properly soundproofed. Churches of all denominations have been affected, along with a few mosques. This is not being done to prevent people from praying, but to ensure the safety and tranquility of worshippers. This is according to the Minister of Local Government, Jean-Claude Musabiamana. It is the first major crackdown since a law came in 5 years ago to regulate the proliferation of places of worship. It requires them to operate in an organized way and in safe environment, as well as outlawing their use of loud public address systems. The legislation also compels all preachers to have theological training before opening a church. When the law was adopted in 2018, about 700 churches were initially closed. At the time, Rwandan President Paul Kagame said that the country did not need many houses of worship, maintaining that such a high number was only fit for more developed economies with the means to sustain them. The nation of Cameroon is predominantly Christian with about 500 Pentecostal revival churches in 2013. With fewer than 50 legally registered, it is said that in Cameroon you cannot drive for more than 100 yards without coming across a revival church or a new church. If you cannot physically see them, you will hear their loud music and worship services. Lagos City in Nigeria is Africa's largest city with a population estimated between 18 to 21 million people. Its population is expected to double by 2050. Rapid growth poses challenges for infrastructure and urban planning in Lagos. The Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, LEPA, shut down 70 churches, 20 mosques, 10 hotels, including various pubs and clubs, citing noise pollution. This action was part of a broader effort by the state government to reduce noise levels in Lagos, aiming to make the city noise-free by 2020. LEPA also prohibited worshippers from praying in makeshift buildings and tents. Lagos is the typical combination of traffic jams and loud religious calls to Muslim prayer and Christian church singing. Nigeria's population is 50% Muslim, 40% Christian, and 10% followers of indigenous beliefs. In 2014, the president of Cameroon, Paul Biya, ordered the military permanently to shut down about 100 Pentecostal churches in the capital city of Yaoundé and in the northern regional capital of Bamunda, with the largest Christian population in the nation. The only person authorized to approve a church in Cameroon is the president. Be blessed.